but Kenan anywhere if you happen to go to Kenan Gigana, Kenan thing more where I've set up the building. Okay, band.
Zooming out now.
Black soldier fly farming. This is where one uses the applications of maggot or the larvae to rear livestock feed using organic ways. This became the most efficient and suitable way for me, and that is how I ended up into black soldier fly farming, for which I began in 2021. I wanted to create an opportunity for self-employment. You understand the context in Uganda that it is really very hard to find job. I would say basically in the entire Africa. So I needed to create this idea so that it can allow me uh, to employ myself, basically to have self-employment and also to fight a common fight that people are fighting right now, that is the aspect of climate change, and also being positioned to provide food security, because we are all into ensuring that our small-scale farmers or whoever live within our community have access to our feed. Being positioned like being food secured, it's living more or less like a good life. So I wanted to provide also for our family. That's why I'm here.
So, where did you get the skill of farming these maggots?
Okay, upon learning about BSF farming, first of all, I began to do what we call a self-taught. I teach myself via YouTube, and then also I teach myself and then also to get practical knowledge, I went on to Protein. Protein is a mother company that has started BSF farming in Uganda. They are currently operating in Bugolobi in Kampala, whereby KCA had given them an opportunity to actually rear maggot farming. So I leverage on their presence so that I can actually learn about black soldier fly farming. On the market side, the people that I sell to, or maybe my potential customers, I would say they are the local people within our community, because we thought of first introducing this particular product to primarily the farmers who are into poultry farming. And then we are also looking at those who are doing small-scale vegetable productions. You realize that they have this difficulty of accessing fertilizer. So we make sure that we provide this organic compost that has been produced out of black soldier fly technology to give them a better nutrient compost fertilizer. So our target customers are the local farmers within and around our community. Of course, now we are trying to expand and target other farming area as well. So yeah, that's how we make money. Of course, we sell compost fertilizer and livestock feeds. At the same time, also we deliver training as part of our business model, because we realize that we can't do this alone. We really need to get other people involved. So by doing so, we also trained the youth. Basically, we are looking at the youth who would want to invest into BSF farming. You realize that black soldier fly, the BSF has been like seen as a kind of a poor man activities, or maybe a dirty kind of a man activities. But then it's different for me, because it's like a kind of a golden opportunity, because it really offers a lot to the community, leave alone the aspect of collecting organic waste from the market, but also the exposure it gets, because when you talk about it, it excites people and it kind of make you different within the community toward your approach of solving a community problem.
Okay.
Because ever since I started, I had the opportunity to travel. I was able to attend Chogam, where I participated in Kigali Startup Festival, and then I matched second runner-up. And then also part of the aspect of job, I was able to do a setup for BSF facility in Tororo. I did a setup facility in Mukono. So basically it has provided a source of livelihood to me and then to the people that I actually works with. I also managed to attend a yearly program in Nairobi, a program funded by USAID. So it was all because of the BSF farming that I interested in. People look at the impact that it creates, the opportunity that it presents, and then the aspect of environment which we tackle directly because we are into waste management, at the same time providing the affordable and reliable source of livestock feed.
Yes, I'm just walking through the production site here. I want to take the courage and touch this larvae here. There are so many people who fear doing it, but for the first time, I will try my best to look at them. This one, they are not harmful.
Yeah.
They are also ready for being for chicken. We call the chicken feed. So this is a new innovation of transforming. I don't know what I will call it, transforming, having providing reliable feeds for our chicken here.
Only 30% to 30%, which means per every 100 kilograms of organic waste, we generate 30 kilograms of compost fertilizer.
Can you briefly explain how the compound organic manure is helping to conserve environment where we are?
Let's consider the aspect of chemical fertilizer. Number one, knowledge of use. Most farmers do not have proper knowledge of use of chemical fertilizer. They buy it because they hear people saying it does ABCD. But in reality, when it is overused, it burns the environment. Compared to organic fertilizer, once you apply it in the soil, it doesn't matter the quantity, provided you apply it as required. One, it takes long into the soil, it's durable. One do not need to apply maybe because it can stay for more than 2 seasons in a production. Two, it's like a binder in the soil. It doesn't burn. So when you put our fertilizer or the organic fertilizer, it tends to bind the soil, which allow it to last longer, and it doesn't cause the impact or maybe soil erosion. It's ready to use. So the whole thing, it's conservative. Even it doesn't create any impact to the microorganism, but instead it brings more life to those organisms into the soil. And of course, it is affordable, it is reliable, it is accessible. So a farmer just can have access to it whatever time it wants. It doesn't need to be imported, but rather created within the local environment using the local resources we have at hand.
I don't know if you could tell me I don't know how many farmers so far you've supplied. What's the capacity to supply people who are in need of the compound manure?
Currently, we are working with 7 farmers, of course, from different locations. That is a repeated farmer, but then we also have that comes to buy it and once in a while. Yeah, of course, we also experience new customers who come. But now the repeated farmers that we know, that we always work with them, that's 7. Into a dormant stage. After a period of 3 days from now, they will hatch into fly, and then they will be in position to give us some eggs. So basically, this is a brief overview of a larve cage. What's your future prospects? I would want to. I'm still looking at the potentials of this BSF farming in Gulu. I would want to communicate with the city council leaders if they can offer for me a place whereby I can set up my facility, because Gulu really produces a lot of organic waste, and that is our raw material. which means we can be in position to produce many tons of both larvae and then compost fertilizer. And also going forward, we wanted to work with refugee. At the moment, we have been able to set up our facility at refugee camp at Bardege. So we are looking at exploring that opportunity. But then the big picture is to have a single production line facility in Gulu City, whereby we consume most of the organic waste within, which are actually produced in the market of Gulu's, how do you call it, the Gulu Central Market, and then we also lie long, because those are the two major waste producing center in Gulu. So basically that's the biggest picture, and also to produce value-added feed, like formulated feed. So a farmer do not need any more to suffer with formulating his or her feed using our product, but rather we produce a well-formulated feed that a farmer can now go and use. And then also to be in position to sell out processed organic manure, because now we don't want a system whereby a farmer goes and then begin to crush or maybe grind his or her manure that he has bought from us. So we want to sell a fully processed, processed organic manure. That's what we wanted
Okay.
in the future.
What size of land would be enough for you to set up a big, like you say, production line to consume most of the organic waste from the main market here in the city?
I would say half an acre is enough. It will be enough for us to set up the facility, at the same time put up a demonstration unit whereby people can see the importance of our products.
If you have that capacity, what do you think would be your capacity to supply farmer? Can you supply 100 farmers, 2,000, like with that kind of facility you're talking about?
I would not say I would be in position to, because of the number of farmers, but then it will give me an opportunity to meet the target.